Welcome in to the Rob and Kale Show. I'm Rob Sanders. Thanks for joining us this evening. Jam-packed show. We got all kinds of stuff we can talk about this evening. I got to welcome in my co-host. He is the best Gamecock YouTuber on the planet. Yesterday, he literally called somebody back. I think he said he wanted to fuck them with a cactus. I can't remember. Carolina Jackpot live streams are you never know where the hell you're going to go. But he is Carolina Jackpot, Cale Hall. Mr. Hall, how are you this evening?
I am doing good. Yeah, those live streams of mine, it's like going on a road trip with no map, no destination in mind. You're just liable to veer off the road somewhere.
I'm going to start addressing you as Mr. Hall because your team is not playing like a bunch of bitches. You deserve some respect with what you guys have put together. And I will address you as Mr. Hall to show respect, sir.
Oh, well, not needed, but I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you for the support in that.
All right. So we got a lot to get into this weekend tonight. By the way, our live show is, 12 days away? Calloway's Bar and Grill. All kinds of good stuff. The link is in the description. You can figure out if you want to go and get join the pursuit for Rob to get a tattoo of a Gamecock. Tells you how to do it in the blog page. All right, I mean it's right there in the description. Go and check it out. All right. Also, updated Calloway's Pick'em Challenge standings are also in the description. Let's jump right into it, Jackpot.
Yes, sir.
Much, man. The Gamecocks. A convincing win over Mizzou. And the reason I say it's convincing, they opened up strong. They fell off a little bit, but they got kicked in the teeth and they came back and pulled it out. To quote a man who was live streaming yesterday, I fucking knew this was going to happen. And then they came back and just took Missouri's heart from them.
Well, I think that to be a really good team, you've got to be put in some adverse situations. And they certainly did that yesterday. And look, I was critical of the Gamecocks in the LSU game, the game where we blamed the refs for losing, yada, yada, yada. Well, we also blew a 17-point lead. We blew a 16-point, I think, lead yesterday, 15 points, whatever it was. Yep. Maybe you're not always blowing a lead. It could just be that Mizzou's actually a good team. And they had a game plan. They made some adjustments, and they came back in the game. It happens. The mark of a really good team is to be able to deal with that and still come out on top, and we did that. Holy shit, that was heart-stopping, though.
Will, thanks for
I almost had a heart attack on live stream yesterday.
I was worried about you, but
I put my body on the line. I'm not young anymore, and I'm out here doing these live streams and almost committing suicide unintentionally. Is it committing suicide if you do it unintentionally? I think it is. Or is it it's just an accidental death, I guess.
You're putting yourself in danger. It's like riding a horse with no saddle and being drunk. It's the same thing. You're going to fall off and end up like Christopher Reeves. Anyway, no, look, I would have called you yesterday because I was concerned, but I learned really quick that don't fucking call Jackpot during his show. You cuss that guy up one side and down the other.
Well, fuck him. Fuck him for God, what a damn idiot. Rob has SEC bias, was hoping that I would call in the Mazodcast yesterday in the post-game aftermath. Did you ever? Yeah, I did like 3 times, I think. But I wasn't disrespectful or anything like that. I wasn't like gloating. I wasn't like sticking it in their face or whatever.
Why not? You should have went after him. Hey, just want to let you know it's Carolina Jackpot. We stand on business down here. Just so y'all know, in case you forgot. That's the kind of call I hope you made.
Yeah, I don't really remember what I did last night, but I did call him again this morning at like 8 o'clock from the couch, and I told him, look, I drank I went to Dollar General yesterday and I bought some dog food at like halftime of the noon games. And when I was there, they got a beer cooler at Dollar General. And I said, I need a little bit more beer for the game. I still have like 4 of those Tennessee beers left, which I got to go drink one of those maybe. Well, no, I got to wash something down. I got some potato chips to eat tonight.
All right, we got to take care of
chips, Rob?
Well, I was going to ask you, but hold on just a second. Let's thank Will for the super chat. He says, "Fuck UGA," but they kicked our ass in the second half. All right, thank you for that. Pegan Megan says,
"We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm gonna get their ass."
What kind of idiot puts money on Tennessee and Athens? Oh, I don't know.
Apparently you do, because you texted me yesterday and told me to bet Tennessee bigly. You son bitch.
I did.
No, Megan did. So don't walk it back now. Don't you walk it back now.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll call you out on your shit.
I wasn't trying to put
Thank you for the super chat, though.
Thank you for the super chat, Peg and Megan. All right, look. Yeah, it's a mess. So there's that. Look, let's wrap on let's get the stuff out of the way for the South Carolina game. We're gonna take calls here in a moment, but South Carolina with a big win and jackpot. This is something that I think has not happened since 2012. 2012. The Palmetto Bowl this year, we will have 2 ranked teams in it. It will be a ranked matchup.
Yeah, 2013.
13. Okay. Well, 2013 was the last time that the 2 in-state teams matched up.
Well, actually, 2017 wasn't South Carolina ranked like 23rd?
They were ranked like 23rd or 24th. Yeah.
Yeah. So but I mean, I get what you're saying. That really wasn't. I didn't really.
But I mean,
that was so insignificant. I say I'd already forgotten about it. I just didn't remember it.
Well, man, but look, let's just be honest. We both agree that we have 2 top 15 teams. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would. That was that game that year. That was the game when Todd Ellis made the idiot comment. Clemson was fixing to be in the playoffs anyway, and that was the cycling in, cycling out bullshit.
Yeah, Todd Ellis not very smart with his silliness. So there's that. Anyway, so we'll have a ranked matchup for the Palmetto Bowl. You have any parting shots for Missouri? You're glad to have that one off your back, right?
Yeah, we are. I mean, and that was like the ultimate troll job by Drinkowitz, keeping Brady Cook a secret all week. And that guy went out and played. There was nothing wrong with him. I mean, he played great. To me, I mean, for someone who'd just been injured,
he threw for 250 yards, and
he was fine. He was fine.
Yeah, he was fine.
And Nate was the one that really impressed me. Kind of gashed Carolina front a little bit there. That was one takeaway from the game that I didn't like. I didn't like all those rushing yards we gave up. Defense didn't play its best game the season yesterday for sure, but. I mean, Well,
yeah, we got to talk about that. They ran the stretch play, and look, Cook threw for 247 yards, but Noel ran for 150 yards. But Cook basically, if you go back and watch the game, and I think they had it on today, you can see where Cook was locating either Kennard or Stewart. And he would literally run away from them. When they knew they were going to run that draw play, that's which way it was determined. He wanted to run it to the opposite side of where those 2 were. So if Kennard and Stewart weren't on the field together, they were running that draw play away from him. And it worked really well for him. Pretty good game plan there, but you got to give Cook credit for that, for the ability to pick up where they are on the field that quickly. And, hey, we're running to the left because this guy's on the right, and your speed rusher's coming to the right, and he's running right past the play. So good coaching there, and good move there by Cook. And that's how Mizzou got a lot of their yards.
Well, he's not only Brady Tough Heart, he's Brady Intelligent Heart.
Okay, well,
also
Brady took that L back to Columbia, Missouri.
We can all agree on that.
Yeah. Anyway, All right, so there's that. Now, let's get into the Clemson game really quick here. Clemson goes up to Pitt.
Tennessee fan 3456 with a laughing emoji says, we lost and still ranked above the Chickens. Yeah, it's because you didn't play Ole Miss, you fucking dumbass. That's why. It's because you played a fucking pansy-ass SEC schedule so far. Cry more. Yeah. Sorry, sir. Go ahead. Talk about Clemson there.
Well, Clemson goes up to Pitt, jumps out to a lead, and has to hold on against Pitt. For those of you who didn't watch, the most disturbing stat of the game was I think Clemson gave up 5 sacks. There were 13 or 14 sacks total, which was an ACC record yesterday. So quarterbacks were taking a lot of hits yesterday. Klubnik with the 50-yard touchdown, which is something that he hadn't really done much this season as far as breaking a big run like that. But he does take off for the 50-yard touchdown. Clemson survives.
He's pretty fleet on his feet when he wants to be. What did you think about Pitt and the backup QB? I think if Holstein had started, I think Clemson might have taken an L. This Yarnell dude, I remember saying in the preseason, because he was supposed to be their starter. He actually lost the job to Holstein in summer camp. And I remember saying that name, and I said, good Lord. I said, if you're fixing to start a quarterback named Yarnell, you're bound to fucking lose a bunch of games. And I saw him play. I mean, he doesn't look natural. He's got this herky-jerky, weird throwing motion. I don't know. Pigskin Pete and his State of the Fan thing that he does every Sunday, he said he thought he looked really good. I didn't see that. Did you think this guy was as good?
No. But then again,
I didn't see it. So I have to disagree with Pigskin Pete on that one. This guy looked like a trash can, but but he would. It was weird. He would have like 2 shitty incompletions in a row, and then somehow he'd hit somebody over the middle. They'd run for like 40 or 50 yards down to Clemson territory, and then their offense would peter out. That's pretty much how the game went.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to look up his numbers here.
The one guy, Bartholomew, that caught that touchdown pass against you in the fourth quarter that you were bitching about giving up a touchdown to somebody named Bartholomew. If you remember 2 years ago when the Vols played up there, he's the one that caught that touchdown pass kind of going down the sideline in the first half. You remember he hurdled a Tennessee guy?
Oh, yeah.
And he scored that touchdown. Yeah, that's the same kid.
Well, fuck him. We don't have to play him anymore.
I can pinpoint people that scored against the Vols. It's weird.
Well, it's amazing that you have the capability to do that, because if I remember correctly, that was the year that the Vols were everybody's whore. Everybody fucked them that year, if I remember correctly.
Anyway, they were like the campus whore.
Yeah. So Yarnell on the day, Jackpot. You want to take a guess how many yards he threw for?
It was like 250, maybe.
How about 350?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. A lot of it was the yak in that. So
either way, though, it's still 350 yards is 350
yards is 350 yards. What is it? The $20 is $20.
That's a Calloway statement, sir. $20 is $20.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's that 350 yards. So, yeah.
Thank you, Sports Talk with Tom Bailey. He knows. I just pick up whatever cup is handy and clean. There we go. Roll Tide. I need them to keep on rolling. I need them to keep on. I need them to win out. If South Carolina's got any shot at the playoffs, I need them to win out. Our losses need to win out. LSU kind of didn't do their part yesterday. Sorry, motherfuckers.
Well, hold on really quick. Last note on the Clemson game, because I think some people may not know this. Clemson finishes the season, the ACC season, 7-1. The only loss is to Louisville. But Miami has 3 more conference games left, I believe. Yeah, 3 conference games left. Is it 3 left? No, 2 left. I'm sorry. They have 2 left. They play Wake and then the Fruit. SMU has 2 conference games left. But essentially, you need Miami to lose once or SMU to lose twice for Clemson to have a chance to go to Charlotte. I just don't think that's going to happen.
I like the chances of Miami losing once a lot better.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So there's that.
But, they're not losing to Wake Forest, but I could see the Fruit potentially getting them. It's not a real big chance, but
Syracuse is 7-3 on the year, so they're winning some games. I'm not saying they're great. I'm just saying they got to play there.
Yeah,
and we'll see.
A pretty good come from behind win over Virginia Tech a couple of weeks ago at home.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, Syracuse, they're not. We're not going to do a whole show on the Fruit, but they're not.
I'd like to see the Fruit with the first-year head coach Fran Clown. That's what the Georgia Tech YouTuber, Sea Dog, the Georgia Tech YouTuber calls him, Fran Clown, to knock Miami's ass out of the ACC championship game, so the Taters can go there and potentially win it. I'd love to see that.
Well, you've got. Their losses on the season are to Stanford, Pitt, and Boston College.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Anyway, you want to talk about the Tennessee and Georgia game?
Yeah.
All right. So with that game, there was I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I had some Georgia fans telling me that we have no fucking shot in hell. I mean, we're down to picking out a running back from the bleachers. And then Georgia just comes in there, and they're the first team this season that put, over 20 points on that Tennessee defense as they win 31-17. Here's the other cool thing about this. Carson Beck, who has been just a shit show, I don't think there's any other term I can use other than shit show, finishes the day throwing for 347 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good, Jackpot. And Georgia looked like the dominant Georgia team that they've been before.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like they're in the second quarter or whatever. It's like a switch just got flipped. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but they woke up in a major way. And somebody called me an idiot for picking Tennessee to win Friday in the video I did. I mean, I don't think that was an idiotic pick. Georgia had been playing like shit for a couple of weeks, so I don't think that I was that out of bounds. I just made an incorrect pick. It happens.
What was it?
I don't know why. I don't know why I did it though, because I should have known not to believe in them. They do this every time they play Georgia. Every time. So I guess what? I did it last year too, and it screwed me last year. I should have learned my lesson, but I didn't. So from now on, I'm never picking them to beat Georgia again until they finally damn do it. I'm staying away from it.
That's a fair thing to do. And by the way, you were not stupid making that pick. What was stupid was you singing your own version of Rocky Top yesterday, talking about the bet that you made. That was a little bit stupid because you kind of changed the words, and that was kind of silly.
Oh, okay. Well,
other than that, I mean, it wasn't stupid making that pick because on the writing was on the wall, and Georgia fans were even telling us, we're going to get our face kicked in. Yeah, y'all send Hypo home looking for Oreos. Man. It's just the way that it is. And I want the Tennessee fans to come in tonight and tell me, hey, what leg do you have to stand on with them now?
Jay Shipes, thank you for the super chat. Says Vol fans shaming Bama for losing to Vandy right before they lose to Vandy is priceless. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Now that's going to be interesting because that'll be Diego Pavia's last regular season game, I guess, in a Vandy. I mean, I guess right. Did he lose? He lose his little lawsuit or whatever he did.
Yeah, I think he did. But,
so yeah, because I guess he went to junior college and he wanted some more eligibility because he went to junior college first. The junior college is considered, you used up eligibility for that, right?
Well, that's what he was saying because you can't collect NIL in junior college, and he felt like he should have 2 years with the ability to collect NIL. And he got some Vanderbilt attorneys there, but
NIL and eligibility is, it's different.
Well, but it is different, but the NCAA says your eligibility starts what is it? You get 4 years plus 1 from high school is what it basically boils down to.
Right.
And, he's out. So,
this will be his last regular season game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if he's going to be pissed the fuck off. I don't know if he's going to lay down and just not do anything the next couple of weeks because he's mad because he's not going to play anymore. Or, I mean, and I've watched some YouTube videos on him, like in particular where they interviewed him like at length in like a podcast form, and he's a fucking baller. I don't think he would do that. I think he's going to go out there and he's going to put it on the line these next 2 weeks. I wouldn't be surprised to see him win both games.
He is going to go out on his shield. That's
he is.
It's not going to be any of this alligator arm shit, and he's going to do everything he possibly can to bring his team a win. Now, Tennessee has the more talented team. Tennessee's got all the better stuff, but their quarterback has balls, and Nico doesn't. I'll take
Nico has pussy hair where the balls are supposed to be.
Nico is a Ken doll. If you understand what a Ken doll is, you pull a Ken doll's clothes off, it's a smooth surface. There's nothing there.
Is it true that he was wearing a dress like before the games or something?
Who, Nico?
Yeah, I heard he was wearing a dress. That's what Uncle Luke, what is he talking about? Is it like one of those, like a Hawaiian grass skirt or something?
I don't know. He's out there doing the fucking hula. He's out there hawking those damn legs.
I mean, apparently he's had on a dress before the games.
All right, Hoghead, thank you for the super chat.
Yep.
Tennessee doesn't belong near the playoffs, but they may get in by default. Jay says it was a onesie. Look, I stand by what I said.
Onesie?
It's a smooth surface. I played with the Barbie dolls and stuff with my daughters. That, you get a kid.
Yeah, sure it was.
Oh, don't start with me, Jackpot. Thank you, Hoghead, for the super chat. All right, let's bring Gamecock Sporty into the show. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Rob? How you doing? How you doing, Jackpot?
Doing good. Better not deserve.
Yeah, I was at the game. I watched the end of your live stream after because I wanted to see your reaction. But then I saw the phone call with that guy. You just dog cussed him out, and you said that
I will beat the shit out of you with a Dr. Pepper can.
I was dying. I think I lost a good 300 calories just laughing at that. I mean,
well, good. I'm glad that I put that to good use.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that? What was that mouth breathing idiot doing?
I don't know. He's a freaking bum.
Wasn't he a Florida fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
You're like, good, jump off a cliff. You beat LSU.
But, I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was an asshole. I think he was a Tim Waltz fan.
Phone thing fucked up here. All right, Sporty, what'd you think about the show, man? I mean, what'd you think about the actual game?
I thought that the defense played their worst game. It was infuriating watching Missouri run that halfback stretch outside zone play for 10 yards a carry every single time they tried to do it.
Wasn't 10 yards a carry. Noel ended up averaging, I think it was 5.7. So let's not
exaggerate it. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from with that. Well, they had
a bit harsh, but it's not 10.
They had a lot of success running that play. I do think that the defense was put in some difficult situations, especially after the turnover on downs where we didn't get the QB sneak for a first down. But after Mizzou, like on the 4th and 5 play, like I was in the student section, I just put my head down. I'm like, yep, I just had a bad feeling. And of course, they hit Luther Burden on the deep fade with Kilgore covering him, and I was like, yep. It's probably over, but the last drive of the game, I mean, I'm just so proud of our offense for like stepping up.
Well, they set that up. They got the momentum to get that drive going off that kick return. That little reverse play worked out great. That was that's really dangerous to do that place on the field. But I mean, it worked, and it was
able,
especially
with the size difference too between Nick Harbor and Juju.
Yeah, it was able to get the ball in Harbor's hands on a return. I've been wanting to see that, and he motored down there pretty well. I mean, if he'd been in open field, he might have been gone. Unfortunately, he was too close to the sideline, but they kind of pushed him out. But yeah.
I just really like to see the moxie and just the resilience of this team. I mean, it didn't end the game didn't go the way we wanted. I mean, we still won the game, but like it wasn't pretty at times, but
no,
it's good to
it was downright scary.
To be fair though, it's hard for me to sit here and listen to you guys pick, and I mean Sporty's picking here. I'm not trying to smash you on this, but this is a game that you normally would fucking lose. They score with a minute to go.
I know they beat us 5 years in a row.
Y'all are running around with your shit
pushed in. Okay,
looking to kick somebody in the face, and Jackpot's already thrown a remote and all kind of shit. You won this game. Enjoy it, for God's sake.
I'm thankful. I am thankful that we won against Missouri. I'm thankful for Crowember.
Crowember, Jesus Christ. We don't have to go all there, but be thankful for the fact that you about let it slip away. Yeah, you didn't Gamecock it up. You went out there with your offense and went down the field and dropped nuts and sent them home.
Yeah, on the Rocket Sanders touchdown, like I think there was
Jackpot didn't get to see the Rocket Sanders touchdown live because some dumb fuck.
Yeah, let's just keep bringing that up. Just keep twisting the dagger, Rob. Just keep twisting it.
Jackpot, you won. You won, Jackpot. Don't get upset. You won. You didn't even have to see the play, and you won, Jackpot. Come on now.
You know what? We won because the idiot caller interrupted Jackpot's live stream.
Yeah.
Well, what was the stadium? What was the stadium like on that play? I mean, was it? I mean, just absolutely just nuts.
I fell to the ground I lost my balance and fell like in the student section after we scored the touchdown to go ahead. After Rocket Sanders scored the touchdown on the shovel pass.
Oh Lord! If this had happened back in the 80s, that upper deck would have been shaken. Probably would have broke off the frame.
If you watch that last play, and I'm not trying to stick Jackpot with it though, but he broke 5 tackles on that shovel pass. So give the man credit. He's like, fuck you, we're going to the end zone. And look, I got to give Fred Flintstone credit here. That's a ballsy call right there with where they were on the field. Yes, you've got the field goal, but a play up the middle where if Mizzou stops it, you kind of fuck yourself royally there. That was a hell of a ballsy play there. If Loggins made the play call, that shovel pass, oof. Got to have a set of nuts to call that play there, in my opinion.
Yeah, we did that in almost the same spot on the field on the road at Bama a few weeks ago. So,
right,
yeah,
but they did it with Oscar Attaway. They didn't do it with Rocket.
Yeah. All right, Sporty. I got a ton of folks waiting, buddy. You got anything else to throw out there?
No, I'm just feeling. Unfortunately, I'm going to be in Costa Rica. I'm going to be able to watch the Clemson Carolina game, but I'm going to be in Costa Rica while it's happening, and I will unfortunately not be able to see you guys at Calloway's for the live show.
What are you going to Costa Rica for?
For Thanksgiving break. My family's going there. We're going there for a Thanksgiving break vacation. I'm going to be zip lining, riding horses, and
horse?
Nah.
Yeah. Horse?
I'm not like most college kids.
You don't like horse? Grow the fuck up. Whores are great when you're single. Get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you, Sporty.
Thank you for having me. You have a good night.
The Mad Tea Sipper over there says you should all do yourself a favor and unsubscribe to Uncle Lou's channels. What the hell's going on with that?
Who did Uncle Lou piss off this time?
I don't know. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
All right. Thank you, Sporty. We'll see you later. Let's bring in I'm going to bring in Pegan Megan real quick. Pegan Megan, what's up, buddy?
What's up, fellas? How are y'all?
Better than we deserve.
Do I need to let me make sure before you run your dick sucker at me? Do I need to read your text saying how you guys had no shot in that game? Just saying. Don't come sir. Come with your hat in your hand because you're going to the playoffs and you don't think you're worth a fuck. But
if I'm allowed to speak now, I was being sarcastic, Jackpot. I was kind of making fun of myself for the great advice I gave you. Sorry about that.
Okay, well, I get you now.
No, I was going to say exactly what Rob actually just said. That play call was a little bit dicey to me. Luckily, he just was not going to be denied on that. But if you guys win out this year and have a solid year next year, I really think you can point to that last drive yesterday as the turning point for you guys. I'm hoping that's the case, but that, like Rob said, that would have been so South Carolina to go in there and drop that game.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. The old South Carolina would have 2 years ago. South Carolina did the same thing, same team.
Last year you would have blown it.
Yeah,
I mean, just saying.
Well, I mean, last year I don't know that we would have had a really good victory the week before to set it up anyway. Last year was kind of shit, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's to be determined, obviously, but I really think if you have a great year, you guys can look back to that last drive as a turning point for you guys. But Jackpot, your live streams, man, they make football season so much better. I'm sure I'm speaking for a ton of people. I laughed until I had tears in my eyes yesterday.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
So something always happens. It's nothing. It's never anything. It's my fault. But somebody always does something to really just fucking get in my crawl. And that yesterday it was. I didn't get to finish what I was saying while I was telling that story about going to get the dog food yesterday. Anyway, Dollar General. I need a little bit more beer. Dollar General had the beer cooler was almost empty, but there was an 8-pack of the Tall Boy Miller High Lifes there. So I selected those. And I brought them home and killed those in about an hour and a half. And then I switched on over to Miller Lights and had a couple of energy drinks mixed in there too. So, yeah, I was right by that time when he called me. So, yeah. I called him, but dumb, real dumb.
Well, as soon as he said he was a Florida fan, everything kind of made sense. So
yeah, I mean, that's definitely on brand.
I forgot your intro music. I'm sorry, I forgot. There you go. You're welcome.
Rob, first you're speaking about Ken's genitalia or lack thereof, and then you're playing songs about oral. So I'm starting to wonder about you, Rob.
You worry about me all you want. I don't give a shit. I'm in touch with my sexuality. I don't give a fuck if you are or not. How's that? How's that work out for you?
That's sad. That's sad, Rob.
It's sad. It's sad that I'm a confident male. It's sad that I know that I can deal with my penis being sucked on. That bothers you, sir? You should get a blowjob. It might help you.
Sad that we all see right through what you're saying right now, Rob. Hey, Rob, 43 and 18, sir.
Wonderful. Have a great day, sir. Have a great day. Pegan Megan joining the program. Let's see here. Who is next? Trying to bring them up in order here. Billy is next. Billy, what's up, man?
What's up, Billy?
Congratulations to South Carolina, Clemson. Congratulations to Georgia. Carson Beck played the game of the season.
And I've got Carson Beck's theme song too. So, there it is. He dropped dick on y'all too.
He did.
Yeah.
So, have you moved yet? No, I haven't moved yet. Yeah, I come on here early to get off here because I don't want to hear Andrew talk about South Carolina's plan to make the CF college playoffs, some route that
we don't have anybody named Andrew. We have
you do. Rob has SEC bias. His name's Andrew.
It's Peckerhead. That's what we're referring to.
Well, I'll give him a little credit. Give
him credit for being a Peckerhead.
Yeah, I wanted to be a Tennessee fan. Come on here to tell Harry and the Georgia fans, congratulations. It was a great game. And I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's a college football game. It's a college football game.
It definitely was that, Billy.
And Tennessee, if they beat Vanderbilt handily, they'll be in the playoffs. Trust me.
No, I don't.
Yeah, they will. They got a signature win. They beat Bama. Arkansas lost to Texas yesterday.
They didn't beat Arkansas. That's fake.
No,
news.
we didn't. We lost, but Arkansas hung with Texas, so they look at everything. Georgia beating Kentucky by one.
Well, they're also going to look at Arkansas the week before that, getting their doors blown off by Ole Miss.
Yeah, and Ole Miss will be a team that's in there too. So I don't. But Tennessee has to beat Vanderbilt handily. They can't play around with them.
I'm telling you, I don't think you're going to beat them handily. If y'all beat them, I think it's going to be a fourth quarter game.
Well, then Tennessee won't get in the playoffs. But if they beat Vanderbilt handily, I don't. You got a Bulldog. I don't see any problem they won't. I mean,
Carolina beat them handily, but that's a different deal. I mean that you guys are. That's your rival. I mean, that's their. I hate this term, but this is their Super Bowl.
They're pushing Bama up the. If you look at the AP top 10, I think they got Bama up to 6 now. So, Tennessee doesn't need help. We've got to beat Vanderbilt handily. So they do that, and everything should be all right. But if they don't, the sun comes up and it goes down. And what is this? Billy bought Nico.
Don't worry about these dum-dums in the chat. You have your own space here.
Well, you better hope. You better hope that Ohio State blows Indiana out this weekend, because I have a feeling if Indiana plays Ohio State close and loses, that we're going to see 4 Big Ten teams in the playoffs. And if that happens, that could potentially squeeze out of Tennessee.
Yeah. And who was it Florida beat yesterday?
LSU.
Oh, yeah.
LS doo-doo. I know. We have Randall that's here sometimes. He's not here this evening, I don't think. But
hold on, we got to stop for a second. Stephen A says Rob's removing comments. I have not touched one fucking comment in that comment section. Period.
I don't either. I've approved.
I don't even think I have a wrench to delete comments. I can't delete comments. I mean, I can from the StreamYard, but I don't think I even have one for YouTube. So go fuck yourself, Steven. I didn't delete shit. All right? You guys can say whatever the fuck you want to say over there. It may be used against you later on the bookcase of accountability, but I didn't pull any of your pissy-ass comments. So stop with your nonsense.
Somebody with the wrench take care of Stephen A.
But anyway, Randall, I was going to say, you might want to close your ears for this. That really pisses me off that Carolina lost to them. And, look at them now farting up win. I mean, they lost. That was a terrible loss yesterday. Terrible. How can you be on the fringe of being a playoff team or, potentially competing for the SEC championship and go on the road and lose to fucking Sunbelt Billy? How the hell does that happen? I mean, really terrible.
Who? Anyway,
it makes it even worse because it makes us losing to them look. It was bad on all levels for us. But
Georgia fans over here with 10-2, and Tennessee's 10-2. Alabama.
But if Georgia finishes 10-2 and they look at Georgia and Tennessee together, and that's for the final spot, Georgia's going to get that spot.
Well, it's not the final spot. If you go to head to head and stuff, and then that Bama loss, that's and then Bama losing to Vanderbilt. That's another question. Why isn't Vanderbilt ranked?
What's that?
Why isn't Vanderbilt ranked?
Because we beat them.
Yeah.
Well, not, but they
were ranked before we beat them, and they didn't play yesterday.
They're 6-4, so
yeah. I
wonder
if Megan's still using live baby ducks as bait down there in Gainesville. That's a shame.
Jesus. All right.
Anyway, congratulations. I'll let Andrew come on here and blaze a path for South Carolina for the playoffs. I got to hear this. So congratulations, South Carolina teams. Clemson too.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you, Billy.
Right. Let's see who else we got here. We're gonna get to Peckerhead in a moment. Let's get someone from the Alabama fan base. What's up, Tom? How are you?
Better than I deserve. Nice meeting Jackpot at the Alabama South Carolina game. Brian Kelly, reading some of the LSU posters. Brian Kelly may be on the hot seat now. I mean,
I think it's too much money, but we'll see.
I mean, because like I said, they should have lost to Ole Miss. They should have lost to South Carolina. That was worse than the Montreal screw job, the LSU South Carolina game. Here's a team that should have 6 losses right now, really. But life goes on. Congratulations to Jackpot's team for getting the win yesterday. That was pretty good. Got home from the Alabama Mercer game. But, that was a money grab game for Mercer. Mercer didn't even start their starting quarterback yesterday because they was trying because they're going to the FCS playoffs.
Yeah.
And they don't want to get nobody injured.
Exactly.
Well, it's smart to me. That makes sense.
So it was got to see some of the second string. Ty Simpson had a good play yesterday. Mack, one of the backup quarterbacks.
How about the fact that you guys are forcing turnovers like crazy too? There's that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty. Get the hell out of here, Kentucky, with that bullshit comment. We're gonna beat y'all's ass in basketball again this year.
Sir, do not be disrespectful to Big Barney Ross. He is a bourbon reviewer and a man of the people.
Yeah, but he's talking shit. It's hard to believe 80,000 sperms in this collar was the fastest.
There you go. Get the proper number out there, sir. Get the number he had.
So yeah. So
not
Big Barney.
If it was 8,000, then your dad had some fucking short flow there. 8,000 shit.
But ain't no Kentucky fan got no business talking shit this year. After
Kentucky fans can run their, you know what? Kentucky fans can run their mouths all they want. Everybody runs their mouths. I know he's just coming in here saying they're going to win the damn national title. Why can't Big Barney Ross run his mouth under the bit?
Oh, he can, but he can't back it up. So I ain't worried about him.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Big Barney Ross's channel for you to say some things like that. Just saying.
Jerry Wells says Jackpot is Asheville accessible on the interstate. Now, yeah, I think you could go to Asheville. You just can't go past it. Like if you're going to Tennessee or whatever, it's shut down. I-40 shut down. I think after you get past Waynesville, I'm thinking, and then north of Asheville, 26 is shut down above Weaverville. So that 26 north of Weaverville up that way, that's how I go when I have a hankering sometimes on Sunday once every 8 or 10 months to go to Powell's. So I guess there's going to be no Powell's for Carolina Jackpot till they get that fixed.
I-40.
I don't know how to get there otherwise.
Yeah, I read I-40 shut down between the North Carolina and Tennessee state line. 26 I think it's reopened, but it's one lane either way.
Yeah, that's a shit show.
They're
getting it repaired a lot quicker than I think they thought they were going to be able to.
Yes, sir, and that's a good thing.
I'm just glad that nothing happened with on I-40. Nothing happened with any of those tunnels up there.
Oh man, that would have been terrible.
Oh God, you ain't kidding.
A lot of truck drivers are getting messed up on that. I think it's 25 and 41, one of them.
Right.
It's not truck friendly. A lot of them getting tickets, and I think the Tennessee, North Carolina Highway Patrol's turning a lot of them around, and they're telling truckers to take I-81 up to 77 and come back down.
Yeah, that hurricane screwed up a lot of shit.
Yeah, and hopefully our government, now that Trump's going back in there, can get some help to them people, because they're saying FEMA is not giving money to people with Trump signs in their yard.
Well, I know there was a problem. There was a problem with somebody in Florida that had a text, had sent out a mass text to people with that said avoid homes with Trump paraphernalia or something. She got fired. I mean, I'm like, really? We were doing this?
Oh, let me be the first to say on the show, fuck that bitch.
Yeah. Amen.
Practice.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even. You're working for an organization that's supposed to be helping people. I wouldn't even be thinking of that. That wouldn't even be in my head. I mean,
it's fucking stupid. The way the shit has gotten to a point because it's like, we used to not know who people voted for. Period. You just voted and that was it. You voted in your best interest, what you thought was great, and you didn't give a shit what anybody else voted for. I could come on here and laugh at Big Barney Ross's 80,000 sperm joke, and we could have voted for different people. Now it's like, my God. Mm-hmm. Now they're saying they're not going to help with fucking federal aid. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Trump builds the wall. We could put our ass on the other side of it.
That's right. No, I got a lot of respect. I know Big Barney Ross is joking. I mean, I talked to him one night on the show. He's actually a pretty sensible person to talk to when he's not cutting up.
He fires a fucking shot. He fires a fucking hand cannon from his porch on Sunday mornings and calls it a goddamn Kentucky wake-up call. He's not very sensible.
Maybe he was sampling some of his own brand tonight.
He's not sensible. He's a crazy man.
He's probably a pretty good old feller. I mean, I ain't got nothing. I know he's talking a little smack, but he is from what part of Kentucky is he from?
The part where you can blast shit off from your porch.
Is he from like around Hazard or?
He's from East Jabib.
East Jabib?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I think Big Barney Ross kind of in central Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah, because now that eastern Kentucky, you could probably do stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't think he lives in that part. That's like the poorest area in the country.
Yeah, Hazard and Harlan and all that. It is. I mean, there's good people up there. I mean, there's a lot of good people in Kentucky.
It's kind of like West Virginia.
Yeah, speaking of West Virginia, who y'all think is going to be the next West Virginia coach?
I mean, Jackpot's got nothing to do but live streams. You might as well send him up there. He can run the Uts route in the fucking mountains and run that football team better than that jerk-offs up there running it right now.
Yeah, I mean, and they lost to Baylor yesterday in blowout fashion at home. Yeah, that guy's done. Has he gotten fired yet?
Not yet. They're doing a Brown.
I saw today that Temple fired their coach, and the son of a bitches won yesterday.
That's crazy. Well, Ed Orgeron got fired after a win over Florida.
Yeah.
Of course,
I don't know about West Virginia, but I mean that's a good job. That's a volcano program, like what old Josh Pate calls them, a volcano program. They're just right. They're just ready for somebody to come in there that can run that program correctly, and they should be an 8, 9, 10 win team. They should be winning the Big 12.
Should
be the best team in the Big 12 to me.
Well, I've heard Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher's name mentioned.
What?
At West Virginia?
Yeah. Well, Nick Saban's from West Virginia.
Okay. Well, I knew that.
And he's friends with Joe Manchin, the senator. And so either him or Jimbo Fisher may come back to maybe help do it as a favor to some of the power brokers of West Virginia for a couple of years.
I thought Saban was gone just because. I mean, I don't think he liked the whole NIL. I don't know. I don't think he likes all that shit anymore.
Randy Moss is from West Virginia. He might be able to go coach there.
Who?
Randy Moss.
Yeah, he wouldn't coach West Virginia. Maybe he'd coach Marshall. He ain't gonna coach them.
He would coach those fucking hill.
They were rivals.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck out of here.
Of course, you got Chris Rumpf coaching at fucking Clemson right now. So go figure.
Yep. All right, Tom, wrap it up, buddy. I got tons of folks waiting. Not to be mean.
Oh, I understand, but the Big 12. Yeah, that's what Jackpot said. The Big 12. If you're a coach, coaching in the Big 12 is the easiest path to the top 4 seed in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because there's such parity there. I mean, look at what Deion's doing.
Look at it. I mean, Deion Sanders is winning it right now.
Yeah.
Deion's winning it.
I know. And then, Kansas beat BYU last night.
Kansas is going to beat him Saturday. So
I hope.
It's going to happen.
You stay safe out there, all right? Make sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, Tom.
Don't run over anybody.
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go. Jarrett, welcome to the program.
What's going on?
How are you?
Good. Hey, you know what Tennessee is?
A bag of shit.
What is Tennessee besides somebody that fucked jackpot out of some money yesterday?
Property of Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Y'all working on an annex.
Yeah. Congratulations on South Carolina.
Thank you.
Yeah. And whoever called you, that was so stupid. I even texted you a couple, as soon as that happened, I said I would never do that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, because
if you do, he's going to beat you with a Dr. Pepper can. So.
Yeah, because I was like, whoever called you, that is so stupid. That was stupid. That was just...
Jackpot missed the best run of the year in probably the biggest game of the year. You can make an argument. The streak-breaking play to that fucking dork, Jackpot missed that because some jerk-off Florida fan called him.
Like Uncle Luke said.
Rob, why don't you just pull my penis out and knock it off with a meat cleaver?
I'm just saying it's bullshit. I'm saying I agree with you. I mean, you missed a hell of a play, Jackpot.
Like Uncle Lou said, he's a Florida man, Lou.
He's a Florida man, Lou.
Yeah.
He deserved to watch that play live. Fuck that guy.
What's going on with somebody saying to unsubscribe to Uncle Lou? What the fuck's going on?
I don't know. I guess
probably pissing somebody's cornflakes and.
Uncle Lou's awesome. I like him trolling people.
Well, I mean, I don't. He pisses people off. If you want to unsubscribe. But
I like Uncle Lou. I like him trolling people.
Yeah, well. But
I think Georgia showed up. Carson had the best game of his life. I was very impressed. That was something I was hoping what he finally would do. Did the receivers finally catch some balls? They finally didn't drop any. Downside, we lost Bell. He went to the locker room.
Well, too. They were able to hook up with Delp a little bit. That's good.
Yeah, but I mean, he was on the field. He was walking. So that's a good sign. He on his own accord, but he still couldn't play. But he was walking. But we still did good. I mean, South Carolina. South Carolina, they did good. They just didn't do defensively good. They did one bad thing, threw an interception. That's the one thing I think that messed up on.
No, like Rob said, the dork came up. He had a pretty good game plan. And if you think about it, Carolina's played this year probably two of the brighter offensive minds in the SEC, and the dork and Lane Kiffin. And both of them put some points on that defense. Nobody else has really done it much. So,
yeah, and y'all should have beat
almost 350. So you guys should give him a break this week. Let him run around with his TikTok chick and ride around his Lamborghini. He threw for almost 350 yards. Give the kid a break.
If he can keep playing like that, I mean, it'd be great. He should have it easy for the next two games. I mean, it should be a rivalry game after Georgia Tech. But it should be easy the next two games. He should still stay focused, obviously. But how about LSU fucking up again? LSU shitting the bed.
I don't even want to talk about them. God almighty.
And I know they shouldn't have. A bad call for the refs on their part for South Carolina when y'all played them.
Here's something else. What are all the I didn't see all of it because I didn't watch all the game. Admittedly, I fell asleep probably right before halftime of the Tennessee Georgia game, and I didn't wake back up. I didn't wake up till after midnight. It was over. And I was like, I didn't wake up after midnight, and I didn't know what had happened because I was asleep, and I had bet on Tennessee on the money line. I put a wager on it, and I was like, oh God, let me go get my phone. I'm feverishly sitting here, checking the scores, and I saw that 31-17. Dang! But what are all they bitching about the referees? I mean,
Josh Heupel cried, saying that wasn't a penalty for grabbing the face mask, taking the face mask off the Georgia receiver, and then the refs not calling it, and it was blatant. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Not a flag? That is a flag.
I mean, you got to remember, Tennessee blames everything from it rained. The Gamecocks.
That's the coach. That's the coach. That was the coach.
Well, I heard, did he walk out of the press conference?
Yeah, because he didn't want to say nothing. Because if he said something, that would be basically on him. That's why he didn't say anything. Because if he actually said something,
he would have gotten fined too.
Yeah, and on top of that, he didn't want to say nothing about 12 men on the field, and that's why he went back.
He can't give that up.
Yeah, and he started raving about that. Josh Heupel's a fucking idiot. They're a gimmick team on what they stand for when it comes to playing and what they dress up as. They dress up as a gimmick. They play as a gimmick. It just is, and they can't play on the road. They got lucky against Oklahoma because Oklahoma is probably one of the worst teams in the SEC. They just are. They lost to Arkansas. They should have beat them, but they didn't because they suck on the road. Josh Heupel sucks on the road. And then they're going to play Vanderbilt away. Give me Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt's going to beat them.
Well, we'll add that to the bookcase of accountability, sir.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm telling you, Diego Pavia is going to go out with a bang, just like he came in with a bang.
Yeah, pissed off Diego Poverty, definitely, because he doesn't get no more extension on his eligibility.
This is his audition for the NFL.
Yeah, so you better believe
he makes an NFL squad. He ain't going to play quarterback. He's not tall enough. Whatever. Well, I mean, I don't know. Possibly could, but I mean, I still think somebody gives him a shot. So I put him back as a damn punt returner or a kickoff returner. Shit.
You best believe that he's going to play his ass off against Tennessee. I guarantee you, he's going to do it. He's going to beat them. He's going to beat them. I believe it. Whatever that Tennessee man said, I don't think they're going to win. I think Diego Poverty is going to beat Tennessee, just like how Alabama did. It's going to be a high scoring game. Because they can score points.
Nobody but Georgia scored points on Tennessee all season, if we're being fair.
Okay, but look at Alabama and Vanderbilt. They scored points just like that. I think Vanderbilt can do the same thing to Tennessee. And it's at Vanderbilt. And what does Tennessee have a problem with? Scoring on the road. They have a problem on the road. That's
true.
The whole problem with Tennessee.
This is basically going to be a home game, though.
Well, it might be a home game to them, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem for them because it's away.
People, I mean, they basically seat like 7,000 more than what can watch a Gamecock basketball game. I mean, it's not a real SEC stadium. I mean, let's just be honest. They're trying, but it's not. And these fucking hillbillies will buy half those tickets. There may be 10,000 Vanderbilt fans there out of the 29,000 folks. So
I still think Vanderbilt's going to win.
Rob, I did. While we're on the subject of them, I did some like little videos, which I haven't published them or anything, but I took some video of like some of their pregame rituals at Vanderbilt, and it's so pop. First of all, that has to be the worst entrance in college football. I mean, it really, it's like two sparklers going off. They blow some smoke. They off a ship horn and they run on the field. It's really, really bad. I like the Alabama entrance was. I mean, that was pretty super. Not so much. And so they've got this big anchor, right? The ship anchor, and they bring it out to midfield right before the game, and they're like, "Let's get ready to anchor down. 1, 2, 3," and they literally take the anchor and set it down. It's like they're trying to do a cheap knockoff of Florida State throwing the flaming toothpick in the ground. But look, the kid riding out on the Renegade horse and that throwing the flaming toothpick, like that gets people excited. Like Clemson were running down the hill, that gets people excited. The 2001 at Carolina, it gets people excited. That not so much. Like I don't know of anybody that would be like, we got to get to the game on time because I got to see the anchor get put down.
Jesus. And last thing, Rob, that was a struggle win for Clemson.
Yep.
That was a struggle win. And Pitt is getting worse as they play. Like they cannot.
But I'm smart enough to know that with the way that we've been playing, to go up and get a road win is a good thing.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the schedule like? 2 more games. What's the schedule like?
You play the Citadel, Carolina,
and South Carolina.
I think y'all are losing South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you're beating South Carolina, even though they had not the best game against Missouri. But Missouri's had their number, and they still beat them, and they didn't have their best game. I still think Clemson is going to lose. South Carolina's going to beat y'all.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think I'm done.
I think you're right. I appreciate it.
Let's bring on Rob. Has an SEC bias. What's up, sir? I want to read Ben's comment here because I thought it was funny. It says Chris Phillips still wears Curve cologne. Smelled him at the LSU game. What a peasant.
Can anybody think of a better sight?
You were. I mean, what kind of situation were y'all in?
I'd like to know how you smelled his cologne, unless he's fucking bathing in it. I mean, that's pretty funny though, Ben.
He was at the LSU game yesterday, or are you talking about years ago when Carolina played LSU?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But listen, Shane Beamer getting the trophy he has deserved for years. All right. Can anybody think of a better sight? Let's just be honest. We picked up 2 of the 3 trophies this year, and you better believe we're a fucking steam engine heading for that 3rd, Rob.
Come on, dude. Nobody's scared of you.
Oh, and nobody in the country wants to play us, Rob. That's bullshit. Do you still think we're worse than Pitt?
Yes.
This is the guy who said we wouldn't win a game in October.
Yeah, he's been taking L's. He's been taking L's all year long,
and we won every single game.
You won 2 games in 2 years in October. Congratulations. Look, you're playing very good football. I gave you your credit or your flowers, as Jack.
Give me my flowers. Give me my roses.
Well, get whatever the hell you want. You won the games that you were supposed to win. Yep. Congratulations.
And to all the Tennessee fans who say Williams-Brice is a dump, an earthquake registered at Rocket Sanders' last touchdown in Columbia, South Carolina. I think it's just a coincidence. It's right at the touchdown. I don't think we had anything to do with it, but an earthquake mysteriously appearing in Columbia, South Carolina.
It couldn't have been.
Right at the same time as Rocket Sanders bullies through 5 fucking defenders and wins the game. I was at the game.
He ran through the entire Mizzou defense.
Why you got to bring that up and hurt Jackpot's feelings? It's not like you could watch that live because of some Florida fucko. Why are you trying to
fuck that guy, man? What a piece of shit that dude is. Holy cow. Listen, when that touchdown happened, I picked my girlfriend up and I started jumping up and down, man. Holy cow. And the one thing about Missouri is this was the first game. I mean, we got the best of Missouri. All year, I don't think we've seen a real good Missouri. This week, we got a good Missouri. You're
right. They played well.
Yeah, they look like a top 20. They look like a top.
When they wear those yellow helmets with the script Missouri on the side of it, you better watch out because they're bringing their A game. Good God, they have a different helmet uniform. They're worse than Tennessee with these gimmicks.
You know what's sad about that is a lot of those undergrads just about everywhere can't read that cursive writing. They didn't know it was spelled Missouri on it or whatever. They had no fucking.
I know because I took cursive, but
of course you did.
Well, they don't teach it anymore. I don't think that they don't teach that anymore, do they?
No.
I think they stopped and then they started back, but I could be wrong about that.
My wife teaches. He says they don't. They don't teach.
Well, I mean, think about it. I mean, what do you really need it for anymore? I mean, you sign everything almost digitally now. I mean, people don't write checks anymore, as we talked about the other night. And it's like basically a skill from days gone by that's really no longer needed. Kind of like milking a cow.
Which is why it's funny to see something written in cursive on a helmet, because there are certain kids who are like, "What is that?"
Yeah, I agree.
Thing that they're wearing. What is that?
That was Missouri's Chick-fil-A helmet.
I wanted to provide some stats for you guys just to kind of provide some context for this win. And first of all, we got to acknowledge, for all the hate Missouri has been getting, they're a top 10 defense nationally. All right.
Well, they're second in the conference in passing defense. So
yes, and that's going to lead in what I'm about to say, Rob. That's a perfect transition. Okay. Do y'all want to hear some figures from that game that I heard on a Gamecocks podcast today?
Sure.
Let it roll.
So Lenore Sellers.
Let it rip, actually.
Lenore Sellers had 353 passing yards, right? Second most allowed by Missouri in 5 years of playing football. They gave up all year coming into the game 7 passing touchdowns all year. Lenore's had 5 to 5 different players.
This is the most. They haven't played anybody. Their schedule sucks. But let's be honest.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. 7. Listen, even if you're not playing anybody, giving up only 7 all year, I mean, that's some skill on defense. Let's just be fair to them.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
And then some more stats. Did you know, Kale? You probably didn't know, but I'm going to let you know, all right? Shane Beamer, 23-6 in games where the turnover margin is even or in our favor. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can believe it. I didn't know that stat to be true. But I mean, it sounds about right.
I mean, holy cow. Granted, when we're losing the battle, I think it was like 3-15 or something like that. Something kind of ridiculous. Something you don't want to see. But just that 23-6, that was surprising to me. I don't know where a lot of those wins came from where that met the criteria, but I don't know. That was just surprising to me.
Matt T. Simmer says South Carolina looked good in one game. Give them their props. I know it's actually been about the last 5 in a row.
Yeah,
including one that was a loss on the road to Bama. So
and yeah, this guy's ridiculous. In the last 5 games,
give us the props. True.
In the last 5 games, Lenore Sellers has 10 passing touchdowns. Unreal. In the last 5 games, we have 3 touchdowns in the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Lenore Sellers also leads the country in fumbles. So let's put that.
How many did he fumble yesterday?
1.
He recovered it.
He recovered it, but he did fumble.
Which I didn't see that. I heard about that. I was at the game, so I didn't get a replay.
It's in the stat sheet. So
what happened on that? I didn't see that play.
He got hit on the way down, and the ball got away from him for a half second, and he recovered.
Back up.
He leads the country in fumbles, something he can work on in the offseason.
Well, and that's another thing. I think since Oklahoma, I could be wrong about this.
When you're out there playing hard and you're out there on the field every snap, and you're going to fumble the ball some. Just is what it is. You just got to recover it. I don't think anybody gives a fuck about that.
Well, and I think
until it matters anyway.
Yeah. I think since Oklahoma, and I could be wrong about this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say this O-line has only given up 1 sack since that Oklahoma game. How big of an improvement has that unit been from first half of the season since that Oklahoma game. Holy
yeah, I mean, I was giving them credit today on the video. I mean, they've really turned that around. And I mean, I'm not convinced that it's a good offensive line yet, but I mean, they're doing something right there. So,
well, and that's another thing. I was glad to hear you praising Dowell a little bit. I know y'all know I've defended him throughout the year, saying we got players open. It's up to Norris to find them, and that's another thing. Norris Sellers. Is there a quarterback in the country you want to watch play football more than Norris Sellers right now? I mean, this dude is pure adrenaline.
I'd love to watch Cam Ward play. I mean,
fuck Cam Ward. He lost to Georgia Tech.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
You're asking me who I'd like to watch play.
I mean, watch it. Yeah, I mean, like Sellers. I like to watch Sellers, San Diego.
It's insane, and at his size.
Thank you, Miller, for the super chat.
Oh, Miller with the hell yeah, Miller. At his size, I can't remember a more elusive quarterback. It doesn't seem like there's a player in the country right now that can sack him.
Much football, sir?
Of course, I watch a lot of football.
Okay, well, Cam Ward was a big, huge. Not Cam.
Jarrett,
Ward.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cam Newton was a big motherfucker that could move too. I mean, maybe
I like watching DJ Ukulele play football for the laughter, but I mean, he doesn't play football anymore, so.
Cam Newton is good, but Cam Newton was riding the fucking bench by the time he was a redshirt freshman, Rob. Where you're comparing a senior Cam Newton who won the Heisman to a freshman. I don't think that's exactly fair. Cam Newton wasn't good enough to play.
Well, when Cam Newton was a freshman,
that's because he was behind fucking Tebow, you idiot.
He was stealing.
Hey, they're gonna bench Tebow.
He was throwing computers outside of windows.
He was stealing computers, and then when he was about to get caught, chucking them out the damn window,
and then paying his dad.
So he had questionable morals. Lenoris doesn't have none of that.
No. I'll take Cam Newton's career over whatever Lenoris Sellers does. How's that working out for you?
I don't know. I think Lenoris is
special.
special.
I don't know what Sellers is going to do, but I'll take Cam Newton's career.
I think Lenoris is special, Rob. And that eats you up on the inside. That's what it is.
Never do.
Rob's over there wondering, how the hell did Shane Beamer get this in-state kid over Dabo, and we're stuck with Cade Club Dick.
But, Cam Newton's a bum, right? Fuck out of here, man.
That's what, bro. It eats him up on the inside that Shane Beamer got this in-state stud.
Yeah.
And Dabo didn't even offer him, I think. I don't even think he offered him.
I don't think he did.
But you got Brokeback Mountain Cade Klubnik. I mean, I guess he went off for a nice run yesterday.
Who's better?
What'd you say?
Better. We'll see who's better. And look, and if I come on and Sellers goes up there and gets a win, I will give Sellers his props. I'll have no problem doing that. Bitch boys like you will go be like, well, Sellers fucking still great, even though we got beat by Klubnik up there.
I was the one who was most critical of him early in the year. What the hell are you talking about?
Fucking simpletons are
What are you talking about?
Hey, I've tried to give Klubnik credit. I tried to give it to him the other night on the show, and you told me, "Whoa, let me go get you a Klubnik T-shirt." No, I was just trying to defend the guy. You were talking shit about it.
I was the guy.
Well, it doesn't work both ways.
Exactly. And I was the guy who had to eat crow by saying Lenoris Sellers couldn't complete a pass over the middle or read a defense early in the year. So don't you come at me with that bullshit that I'm some sort of sunshine pumper.
You want to blow Sellers. We got it.
Yeah,
what
see, here's the Clemson bias. This guy's mad.
There's no fucking Clemson bias,
This guy's mad. It's what it is. It is what it is. Every single take you have on the bookshelf of accountability this year has been wrong, Rob.
It's not true.
Every Gamecock related one?
Nope, that is not true.
Which one did you get right? Which Gamecock one did you get right, Rob?
I think I had that.
And it better not be one saying Gamecocks are going to win. Don't you pull some bullshit like that.
Well, the bookcase of accountability is up, man. We'll go look.
Tell me one thing you've gotten right about this Carolina team all year, Rob.
I said, okay, that's fine. I had you. Hold on, please.
You had us winning like fucking 6 games.
Hold on, just a second.
I think he did.
No, that is not true. I have you both going over 5.5. So there you go. Rob has an SEC bias peckerhead. Is incorrect.
Listen, if I had enough
fun, This was posted on. It tells you when it was posted. It's right there. When it was posted.
Listen, one thing I did say is don't pick one where you're saying the Gamecocks are going to win. Pick one of your negative Gamecock takes. Let's be honest.
I have negative Gamecock takes all the time. So you just want to pick out the bad things that I put out there?
No, the majority of the things you put out is one I pick out. I don't want to find the one thing you got right. I want to find the conglomerate of your Gamecock.
Hey, brother, I put out stuff all the time. Of course I'm going to be wrong. I don't sit and play with my dick in my damn house all day looking around for, hey, when can I find where Rob made a mistake? I don't do that.
Do you think I do that, Rob?
That's exactly what you do.
You only play with it on a toilet.
Hey, and that's another thing.
It's like, hey, this is better than Play-Doh.
Hold up. I got to pull up this bookcase of accountability.
I'm looking at it right now.
What do you got? Some of these, I'll take FSU. Who gives a shit about that?
No, I picked
stuff. Oh, that's another thing. You Tennessee fans. Can you believe there are third graders in trailer parks all across America who have never seen their favorite team beat Georgia?
Here's some great stuff. LSU will win the SEC this year.
I wish we had who made the pick. That's what I'm looking for.
South Carolina runs out of time at Vanderbilt this year. The streak is over.
That would be Vandy Dandy.
Who said that?
Vandy Dandy.
Steve Sarkisian.
Oh, shit. You don't want to hear this? Rob takes the under on Vandy 2.5.
I did take the under on Vandy.
Wow.
And I don't even blame you for that one, Rob. I mean, Vandy kind of came up out of fucking nowhere. You can't really hold Rob's feet to the fire on that one.
I also picked Kentucky to go under 6.5, but I mean that's wrong too, right?
Well, I mean, you did say it, Vandy. It was on the bookcase, so you you can't lie your way out of it.
I wasn't.
With Vandy, the deal with Vanderbilt, where everybody thought that they were going to be horrible. Well, I knew they were going to be. I knew this Pavia guy was going to be good. Coming from New Mexico State, he'd done some good things there. And the thing about it was he didn't enroll until the fall, till the semester. So he wasn't there early. He didn't go through spring practice or anything. And everybody's like, oh, well, he's not going to have time to learn the offense and this and that. Well, the thing is, he is the fucking offense. I mean, it's tailored around him. It's not tailored around him running a certain game plan. So that really didn't make a difference. And
hold on, I got to show this in full screen because.
Well, I don't know if you have it on here, but I said on here that we were going to be.
Slow down. I got to show this in full screen. I'm concerned for you, Mr. Vandy Dandy, because you said that you never said that the streak would be over.
Oh, the bookcase don't lie.
Yeah. So South Carolina runs out of time at Vanderbilt this year. The streak is over. So if I were you, I would change my credentials.
And Celine's pants. Is Celine's pants in the chat?
Who?
He was another one who picked Vandy.
South Carolina game, it doesn't count.
What'd you say?
He says Pavia was banged up for the South Carolina.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Don't you start with that.
There's where you said it,
Don't
sir.
You start.
He got banged up during the game, sir.
Yeah, he got banged up hurdling fucking our linebackers. What happened when we got John Elway helicoptered? What are you talking about? Come on.
There you go.
And that's another thing. Is there a hotter team in college football than the Gamecocks right now? Let's just be honest.
I mean,
Colorado, maybe.
Oregon hasn't lost a game.
Fucking miss me with Colorado, man. I know they win, but who are they winning
against? I know. I'm being facetious. They ain't played nobody. I mean, everybody they play has a losing record, whatever. They're probably typically going to get their ass handed to them this Saturday by Kansas. Kansas not fucking around.
No,
they have a losing record right now, but they're a lot better than their record indicates.
Didn't they just beat a ranked team? It was like
they
Kansas.
beat BYU.
Yeah. Fucking.
Carolina jackpot. Pay Fat Boy.
Pay the Fat Man.
Pick on that one.
Pay the Fat Man.
I mean, I knew that was money. Time was just running out on BYU, especially after that big emotional win last week. Did you all see that the BYU cheerleading coach got smacked in the face with one of those water bottles?
No.
Yeah, she got hit in the face with a water bottle at that Utah game last week. when the Utah fans started showing their ass right at the end of it. And it was a shitty call. I mean, they shouldn't have been doing that. One of them hit a full water bottle, hit this girl in the face. I mean, it knocked her out. I mean, she went down.
Shit.
In a heap. And somehow or another, they did something weird, like they used like some kind of, I guess, infrared lighting. They darkened like the entire screen except for the bottle leaving this person's hand. They were able to identify what box it came from and whose tickets it was, and they were able to identify who threw the water bottle and hit her, and they got arrested for it.
Well, shit. Have you seen these at the NFL, every NFL stadium, that facial recognition they have? You can't fart in an NFL stadium without them catching that shit on camera and knowing who fucking did it.
Really?
Chris wants to know who I would pick between Sellers or Nico. I would pick Sellers.
They have a camera in these NFL games. It takes a shot of the whole stadium, and then you can zoom in face to face, and it's in a 4K image. You can see them perfectly. It's the craziest thing.
Damn, that's some next level shit.
Yeah, but
Biscuit, I'm sorry you didn't get in, sir. I'm trying to move folks around, buddy. But we're working on it, man.
Hey, yeah, I'll head out. I'll leave y'all with this. All right, the Gamecocks, we're coming. We're a fucking sandstorm coming over the entire North American continent. All right, Lenora Sellers, we're seeing Michael Jordan on grass. All right, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Go Cox. A reminder, Rob, you don't use the transfer portal, and you're never gonna be worth a shit. Clemson sucks. We're coming for your ass November 30th, baby.
Make sure you show up for the live show there, Peckerhead. We look forward to seeing you there at the live show. Harry, thank you for waiting patiently, sir.
No worries, man. Congratulations to y'all. Yesterday was a great day, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut this short because there's a damn train coming. So,
all right.
Y'all don't need to hear that.
Well, thank you, Harry. You know you're always welcome here.
All right, man. Y'all be good.
All right, there you go. Harry's about to get.
Thank you.
Harry's dealing with a train, sir.
He's dealing with a train. Is he a conductor?
I don't know. I mean, we're not. I mean, Harry's. I don't know, man. Harry's the man. Let's leave it at that. Justin, how are you, sir?
Doing good. What's up, guys?
What you got?
Not much. How you doing?
Doing good. Feels good to be a Gamecock. And Carolina, with five beat the dope. Finally. Yeah. Feels good.
I like how you refer to him as the dope, sir, because he is a dope.
Yep. We finally got
that. Wasn't easy, was it?
No, Missouri's always gonna play us tough, no matter what. That's their mile, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got that trophy back to Columbia. Finally, I say that trophy 5 years, Carolina Jackpot.
I know it's been a while. It's been good because we used to be able to beat them pretty regular before this all started. So I'm glad to finally get that one down. Now we got one more. We got one more hurdle to take down. One more team from the upstate that I really, really want to get.
Wofford.
Wofford's going to be tough.
Yeah, they're gonna be tough. They're gonna come. They're gonna come with tempo show. You know.
Oh shit! I love you, Jack. You're fucking.
Yep.
We gotta be waiting for Wofford. Then Clemson, we know it's gonna be tough, but we can take them down. You know, Carolina Jackpot.
We can do it.
Yep.
We can do it.
Yeah, Carolina Jackpot 5 goal. We should be LSU. That's their host meet today.
Yeah, I mean,
true, man.
Yeah, because it used to be Florida be LSU. Now Florida, they're gonna get that 6 week against Florida State because Florida's going to a bowl game, right? Carolina Jackpot.
They should. I think so.
Justin, you gotta come to the live show, man.
Yeah, I got to try. You know, hope I come in like in December or something.
Well, no, all right, we'll figure it out. Message me and we'll talk. All right.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good night. TikTok, go Gamecocks.
Go Gamecocks.
Here you go, Justin joining the show.
Dang, I had a question there on the tip of my tongue, and I don't know. I don't remember what it was. Never mind. I'll think of it soon.
Dylan, I've got pictures from you from Kroger Field yesterday, where Kentucky won their first game since September 24th, as they beat the now 1-9 Murray State Racers yesterday.
Wow.
So Dylan sent me some pictures. We're going to post those of his day at Kroger Field. I hope you got fuel points, sir.
Yep. And we didn't stay for the whole game. We left in the second quarter.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, September 24th there, Big Barney Ross.
Dang, big dang.
What else you got there, buddy?
I think we're starting a freshman quarterback on the road at Texas this week. That's been the rumor.
Starting the second stringer?
No, the fourth stringer.
Well, I thought Vandergriff was your first stringer.
No, the fourth stringer.
Oh, the fourth string dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Gosh, apparently he had a good game yesterday against Murray State.
Okay, terrific.
I don't know why, but
yeah. That's gonna be probably be ugly for you. I might not watch it if I was you.
For those asking about the live show, I wrote up something on our website. The link is in the description. We got to talk about that in just a second. But hey, Dylan, thanks for joining us on the show, buddy.
Yep.
Kentucky Blue Ball said, "Where's Bluegrass Sports Media?" He's on the milk carton. He must be working on his business or family commitments because we haven't seen him in a while. Also, who else I haven't seen in a while is that idiot, that Kentucky Durbin that used to always be in here talking shit. He's for some reason disappeared this year too. I know he picked 1 week in the Callaway's contest, and then he never showed back up. Neither did his wife, Kentucky Durbin's ball and chain. So we can tell some people like to talk shit when things are going well, but then when things get difficult, they run away. So, shout out to the Tennessee fans who are actually in here tonight after a loss. Wayne Starnes is here.
Billy showed up.
Billy's here. Who else? There's some more of y'all here. Speak up if you're here. I don't want to miss you. So, I give you your recognition for that. It's not always tough to show up after a loss in these rooms. Some of the abuse you'll take. I haven't seen any Florida State fans on the internet at all. Ever since about week 3.
Ray was. I remember Ray, who got pissed and said, "Well, I guess that when I said something about their coach, he goes, well, I guess he's just a piece of shit coach and he's not worth coaching the team." And I'm like, I don't think he's that good. Well, we'll see. Yeah.
Where's Chris from Georgia been? He's not shown up for a while. I don't know, man.
Run, sir. It's got family. Come on, leave him alone.
Yeah. Okay. I pinned a comment too. I wanted to touch on this one up at the top. Leonard Sarasota says, all of a sudden Gamecock fans love Beamer. What a turn of events. Before the season, they wouldn't have pissed on him if he was on fire. It's funny what winning will actually do for you, I guess.
Well, and look, let's be brutally honest here. Okay? Up until the Alabama game? Or, you kind of didn't really have the best of the season going here. And the idea
they didn't.
To bowl eligibility. And you know what? If the offense regresses, I'm still not in the camp of Fred Flintstone here. I don't think Jackpot is either, to be honest with you. So,
Yeah, but
there's things that could be better.
There's no reason to think that unit. I don't think that unit takes a step back next year. I think it only gets stronger. You got some talented kids coming in. They're probably going to have to hit the portal for a few guys again too. Hopefully we can hold on to everybody that we have. Rocket Sanders, I believe he's out of eligibility after this year. I think.
I think so. You're going to lose a ton of guys on defense, though, and it's fair to say
that's going to suck. That really is. Big Barney Ross, thank you for the super chat. It says SC wins out, makes Phil Steele prediction 9-3. I like it. I see it happening. Rob has SEC bias. Thank you for super chat. It says Tennessee is a joke. Beamer runs South Carolina Sellers for Heisman. Okay. Yeah. That kind of runs together a little bit there, but I get what I'm picking up what you're putting down, sir.
Yeah. Brock says, we wanted Loggins fired after that Oklahoma game. Now that he's called a couple of good games, he's safe now, ? I mean, I don't know, man. Ben with the super chat. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Anyway,
look. You buy you some of that curve.
Damn it. Look, really quick here about the live show.
Got to level up with the curve.
Jackpot is coming down from the upstate to hang out with us. We've already got him a hotel room so he can have some drinks with us. You can actually come down and have a beer with Jackpot. Normally, he's going to be able to be a little more. I'm not saying he's going to be like sitting in his living room type thing, but we'll have him somewhere where he's going to be able to go and sleep it off. Let's just leave it at that.
That's right. Yeah, that'll be great.
Tennessee will be rooting for Kentucky Saturday. Okay. Ben says, "Where's the nearest gentleman's club?" It's not. There's one not too far from there.
Well, damn, anyway. Big Barney Ross, if you got them pulling for you, hell, there's no way you can lose.
But live shows to benefit. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jackpot. What?
I know. I wanted to look real quick and look at something, but go ahead.
So our live show is to benefit the Children's Recovery Center. They help children that have been abused. You can learn more about them by checking out the link that's in our description there. And then how you can donate. Now, why do you want to donate? Because if we get $1,000, once we reach that point, we're going to stop whatever we're doing. We're going to shave my head bald on the spot. Okay? Once we reach $3,000, we're going to let old Peckerhead hit me with the taser like he did last year. That shit fucking sucked.
Let it ride the lightning again.
Ride the lightning, as it's called. If we get to $5,000, I'm going to get a Gamecock tattoo live on site. So we've got a gentleman that from Justice Tattoos that is going to come in and give me a Gamecock tattoo on site. Nick says, how much for Rob to get a Beamer tattoo? Look, it's going to be the Block C tattoo, unless, something absolutely crazy happens. But if we reach the $5,000 number, I'll get a right here on my right arm right there.
What was that guy? Remember the guy that got the Josh Heupel tattoo on his calf?
Yeah, I'm not going that far.
Yeah, I wonder if he's still loving that.
Yeah, it's the day after Thanksgiving. So Black Friday, Rivalry Friday. Biscuit, it says a Gamecock tattoo or a game tattoo. No, nothing's going on my penis, sir. It's going on my right arm. Block C tattoo. If we can reach $5,000.
I wanted to see what this line was. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, Texas is a 20.5 point Texas 20.5 point favorite against Kentucky right now. I think they cover that. What about you?
I think they do. We will have the Georgia Tech game on. That's happening. So,
is that game going to be on during our live stream?
I don't know. We don't know what time that game is yet, but if it is, we'll have it on up there, and you can watch it and watch the show.
Georgia Tech is on Friday.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, we promised we were going to talk about this. Pissed me off yesterday, and I didn't even know it. I mean, because hoops is we're all about the hoops, but it's football season. I don't think that college basketball should be. This is just me. I don't think college basketball should be allowed to play games on Saturday while college football season is going on. Play them another fucking day. South Carolina on the road yesterday at Indiana. I wanted to watch that game. I mean, we got our face kicked in. But that's not the point. The game tipped off at 3:00. I mean, and I understand these Indiana fuckers just finally discovered what a football is, but they need to do a little bit better job of scheduling these games than that. I know it was on Peacock, which is the NBC they're a branch of NBC, and I know that they probably trump everybody in terms of money, but I mean, I don't why.
You got to think with NBC, the only football they care about is Notre Dame. I mean, that's
right.
So Notre Dame's not playing. We can have South Carolina versus Indiana basketball. Go.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then Clemson goes today, and they take one on the chops out in Boise.
They lose to Boise State, who is I heard a pretty good team. We'll see.
So that might be a quad one loss for them Taters, maybe eventually. I wanted to find out. I didn't know if they did or not. I wanted to see if Boise State had a blue court to match the blue turf on the field, and so I had to go to the highlights just for that specific purpose because I wanted to see, and they do not. They have a regular one. Have you seen Georgia's court?
Yes.
That thing is fucking dope.
Yeah, it looks cool, doesn't it?
It does. It's gray. I like that. Their arena looks like shit still. It's like lipstick on a pig, but their court's nice.
I want to read Ben's comment because it's really not the gist of it is important. He said that he watched a video that Jackpot made about where he is in life during a job change, and it really made him appreciate him a lot more. Hey, that video was one of the I don't know how many views it got, okay? But it was one of the strongest videos that Jackpot's ever put out there because he was completely just raw with what he put out there.
Yeah, I remember that one. I appreciate that, sir.
Wasn't it about an hour long, Jackpot? I mean, it was a very long video.
Yeah, sometimes I get to talking and I mean, I can't shut up. I mean, if I was a wrestler and I did a shoot interview, it would probably last 10 hours.
Yeah, but I mean, it's that video. Go and find it because I mean, it was really emotional, good stuff. So, but anyway,
you ever listen to Jim Cornette ramble on? There's a video out there I watched of him. This one was from 2016, but I know his thoughts haven't changed at all in 8 years. In fact, they've probably gotten even more vile. It was from September 2016, back when Donald Trump was running for president the first time, and he fucking hates Donald Trump. Can't stand him, but he called him a lying sack of snake feces. That's like the funniest fucking insult. The blubbering, what is it? The orange fat blubbering blunder cunt, lying sack of snake feces.
With his vocabulary.
I don't necessarily agree with him, but it was still funny the way coming from him.
Ben with the $20 super chat. Thank you, sir. He says, "Get the bread route, Kale. You live once."
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
All right. Well,
You're right.
Cornette's insane. Let's just leave it at that. If you guys want to donate something for the live auction, the link is in the description. Go and check it out. And I'm so looking forward to this show. We always do a good show, but this one's going to be fun. I may end up bald, shocked, and tattooed when we leave, but it'll still be fun. All right. So there we go. Oh, the games for this week. So somebody doesn't text me afterwards. Several people will be like, what's going on with that? Games next week in the challenge. Let me give you what we got here. Where is it? Hold on. Okay. So we got North Carolina at Boston College, Vandy at LSU. I'm going to find 2 to replace Wofford at South Carolina and Citadel at Clemson because the lines on those are just going to be stupid.
I nominate. I want to nominate Texas A&M and Auburn for one. I don't know about the other one you want to do. That one has a really short line on it for some reason.
Yeah, that one's good too. But we'll do that. But the other games are Ole Miss at Florida, Indiana at Ohio State. That's the game of the weekend.
Yep.
Colorado at Kansas, Wisconsin at Nebraska, Army at Notre Dame. That's an interesting game. And Southern Cal at UCLA. Ugh.
Yeah, I was trying to get on the betting site I use and bet that Army Notre Dame game when I saw what the line was and it opened up, but you can't bet on anything yet. I don't think you can bet on anything until tomorrow, and by then I'm sure the line will have changed because people will fuck with it. But it was Army plus 16.5. I think that's too much points there. I think they're basing that on how what Notre Dame did to Navy. I think Army's better than Navy, and I think this is going to be a tough one for them.
So hold on, looking at it right. Yeah, Notre Dame's 15.5 now.
They've already bet it down. I want to get it above 2 touchdowns because I'm telling you, I just have a feeling there. I think Ohio State's going to blow Indiana out.
We'll see on that one.
Yeah.
There aren't a lot of great games this week. Let's just leave it at that. But we'll figure it out.
There's not?
No, there's not
Having that extra week this year, I think really kind of threw that cattywampus a little bit. You don't have as many really good games every week. There's, whether you used to would maybe have 5 great games in a week. You now have got 3 because it's a little spread out. Well, I remember we had one week about a month ago where there were a ton of great games.
It's like the SEC and a lot of the other teams are just taking off next week. A lot
of them are either playing turd birds or
you got Georgia.
Some of them are playing. Like South Carolina's 5-3. Our conference slate's finished up. We finished up at 5-3. Mizzou is 3-3. They've still got 2 conference games left.
Tennessee's got UTEP. Wonderful. Arkansas's got
UTEP is awful too. So Tennessee will beat them badly.
Yeah, so there you go with that. All right, guys, it's been a good show. We appreciate you.
Brandon says, does Indiana make playoff as an 11-1 team with a close loss to Ohio State? I think so.
I think so. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you later on.
Thanks, sir.
All right.